All right. Hi, Blanca. Thank you so much
Hi,
for joining me. This
of
Disability Pride.
course. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you. I was hoping maybe to start off before we get into our conversation around disability and the neural sleeve. Maybe you could just give a brief little introduction, who you are, what your diagnosis is, where you live, stuff like that.
Yeah, my name is Blanca Lobo. I was diagnosed with MS 7 years ago. I live currently in Colorado, and my MS has been progressing for over the course of 7 years. And just 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with secondary progressive MS, which has brought a lot more challenges in terms of walking or mobility in general, and disability.
So I know, so you've mentioned that, your mobility has kind of declined a bit over the course of the 7 years since you were diagnosed with MS. Would you say that there was a specific moment or pivotal point in this journey that you helped you to come to accept disability or the fact that your mobility was changing?
Yeah, it was last year around January or February. It was when I was just scrolling on Instagram after like 2 weeks of recovering from like walking too much, and I was just in a lot of pain. So I was just scrolling and I saw several posts of people with disabilities, or especially young people with disabilities, going around in wheelchairs, in using canes, and that was really a big wake up call for me, because over 5, 6 years, I didn't want to accept what was happening to me. So I wasn't part of any community or disabled community at all. And so, yeah, after I saw them and I started trying to look for more people that looked like me.
Mm.
And so I think that inspired me a lot. And that is one of the reasons why I started also posting.
So when you decided to seek out community, to find other people with disabilities, what were you looking for? Like, how do you find your resources or people that you look up to?
Um, so I wanted a, a community, a group of people that looked like me and felt the same feelings that I was feeling with the disability and my
Mm.
body. So I started connecting with a lot of these women, and a lot of them connected with me, including you, which I am super thankful for, because that way I started accepting what was happening to me. And so at the same time, my family started accepting my disability with me. So yeah, I think looking up to all of you guys, and that helped me start my own journey too.
Who are some of, like, in your opinion, like, figures in the disability community that you admire or turn to or trust for, like, the resources that they share?
You definitely. Um,
Thank you.
yeah. A disabled icon. I don't know if you followed her. She's Samantha. Forgot her last name. So she lives with a bone tumor disease. And she shares all her journey. She just got a pain pump implanted.
Oh, wow.
So because I saw her journey and the things she posted about it, I started also asking my doctor some of those questions.
Mm.
Not that I'm going to get it right away, but for me, it has been important to know and see new information in online or in information that people I look up to share, so I can ask those questions to my doctor. So yeah.
I think that's one of the most important parts of like going through this journey, especially if you like if you acquire a disability and you're just learning how to navigate that journey, your mobility is changing, like asking questions and finding others in the community. Like it's same for me. I learned so much from people like you or just other people that I interact with like online, and I learn about,
Mhm.
we all have similarities, and maybe our conditions are different, but like there's a lot that we have in common and there's a lot that we can learn from each other. So I agree. I
Mhm.
think that's really great. What kinds of
Yeah.
goals? I know it's been like 7 years for you, and obviously mobility changes and is not a fixed thing. What are some
Mhm.
goals that you have currently in your life? And it doesn't have to necessarily be around mobility, just in general.
Mhm. So I guess I want to keep being productive in the sense that I want to keep working. I don't want to just ask for disability benefits right off the bat.
Mhm.
For me, being productive and, share my value with the people I work with is really important. It makes me feel that I have a lot of capabilities and abilities that to share with the world. So another goal for me is in terms of disability and my illness is try to get to a more stable pain management. At the moment, I'm dealing with a lot of pain because I've been spending more time sitting. And so, yeah, it's a lot of nerve pain. And so I want to be able to get to a better level
Would you
pain.
say that nerve pain currently is the hardest thing to manage with your condition in MS?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I think especially like nerve pain, that's really tricky and hard, and that can be definitely challenging.
Yeah.
Um, and I know also, Blanca, so you've had the neural sleeve before. I'm wondering, to tie it back to the mobility piece of this, what was it that initially inspired you, or what was like the driving force that eventually helped you flip the switch and decide, I'm gonna try the neural sleeve? How did you find out about it, and what prompted you to actually make the choice to use it?
I think I found out about it online. One thing that I always do when I face a challenge, in the sense of mobility at that time, I try to start looking and doing research. So by doing research, I was essentially finding what companies out there make like more advanced systems or braces that can
Mhm.
help my legs move better. So that's what I did. I did a lot of research, and while I was doing that, then I found out that there was this neural sleeve, and I asked my doctor, and he actually told me, yes, we work with them in our PT clinic. So that was great to hear because I was like, oh, okay, that's nice because I found out about that, about the neural sleeve, and my doctor told me, yeah, we work with them, and he suggested me to get it too. So yeah, that's how.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, that's really cool to know. I love hearing when there's like other doctors who are telling their patients about the neural
Yeah.
sleep. I think that that really helps because I'm sure you feel the same way, but I certainly feel that like as a person with a disability and who has a condition that, I have foot drop and all of that stuff as well.
Mhm.
Like hearing from a trusted source such as my clinician that, they
Mhm.
think this is something that could help improve my mobility or help me to be able to carry out the tasks of life, I think is
Yeah.
really great, and, like, obviously, we trust our doctors, so
Yeah, yeah,
thank you.
yeah.
And then I had another question for you. Actually, let me do this one first. I wanna
Mhm.
ask you about a few of like what goal setting looks like for you these days and how does your mobility impact that at all?
Impact what? Sorry.
Like how you make goals and decide like what you're going to prioritize in your life. Sorry, I'm going kind of like all over the place right now.
Yeah, so goals in terms of how do I decide my goals,
Yeah.
knowing that I have a disability?
Yes.
Okay. I guess um knowing that I have a disability, but that it doesn't stop me from like accomplishing my dreams.
Mhm.
um, that even though I'm in a wheelchair, I can do a lot of things on my own.
Yeah.
Like independence for me is a big one. I just moved, and when we just moved the first week, I was okay. There's a lot of stairs, and
Oh my
but
gosh.
yeah, especially outside at
Like to get
the
into your
front.
house, there's a lot of steps.
To get to my house, yes. But I moved from a two-story house to a one level. So that's one milestone I accomplished.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, there is a lot of little things that I want to get done in order for me to have the most independence I can have. So.
I love that theme of independence because for myself as well, like independence was always my top goal to be able I wanted to be able to live on my own. I wanted to be able to work a full-time job. Like I wanted to be able to travel and do all these things. And I think for myself, just because I have a disability and maybe I don't move the same way as, other people do, it's certainly not stopping me from getting out there and, traveling to Europe and Asia and South America and doing all this cool stuff. Like I think in
I
fact,
love how
disability
you
can
how
be an enabler.
Yeah, I love the how you share all your travels and your experiences out in the world. I love it.
Oh, thank you. I am go my next trip is to Mexico City, and I'm seeing Maluma in concert.
Oh my God. So jealous.
Don't get me started because shortly after that, I'm going to Puerto Rico to see Bad Bunny. So,
Oh,
anyone who's
oh
listening
my
to
goodness.
this, if you're going on
That
24th,
is
anyone
so
who's
cool.
going.
You're gonna have a great experience.
I'm so,
I'm
so
sure.
excited.
Yeah.
But we're talking about that just to share that, like, just because, I do have mobility related disability, I have a visual disability, I have like objectively a lot of stuff going on that could
Mhm.
be considered like a problem. I think it's still possible to do things like, travel and get out there and live your life, even if it looks a little different. Who cares at the end of the
Yeah.
day, right?
Who cares? Yeah, no. I mean, every time I need now, not last year or the year before, but now every time I need to go out and go shopping or go to or if I want to go to the mall or to a farmer's market or whatever I go, um like I don't care. Like I should be able to do all those things without getting judged in the streets.
Do you
Um,
feel like you get judged when you're out, living your life, disability in a
Not as
wheelchair?
often, but yeah, sometimes it happens. And not, I don't know if they don't judge me verbally or directly.
Mhm.
But I do feel that ableism from other people, like
Yeah.
they see me like I'm a monster or something or an alien. Um, and but I mean,
So you
it's
do you feel
fine.
like there is still a stigma out there around disability?
Oh yeah, yeah, there is.
Okay, no, I'm glad you said that because I also think there is. And
Mhm.
that's partly I feel like why I know you're such a vocal advocate in the community as well, and like sharing your journey. All of us who are like advocates for the disability community, I think it's extra important that we share our
Mhm.
journeys and like strategies that work for us, and just things about our diagnosis and condition because there are people out there who are looking for this, right? And if we can
Yeah.
just help one person, I think that's
Hmm.
huge.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's huge. I still remember the first time when I saw two people or two young women using a cane or in a
Mm.
wheelchair. I was like, oh my God, this like other people actually exist. Other
Yeah,
people similar
what was
to
that
me.
moment like for you? Let's talk a little bit about that. The first moment you said you saw a group of young people with
Mhm.
canes.
Yeah, yeah. I saw, I don't know if you follow her. Her name is Paula.
Oh, I
Uh,
love Paula. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I saw her. It was one time where this artist drew her on
Mhm.
in New York in the subway. I don't remember his name, but he drew her and she cried when she saw the drawing. And so and then I cried when I saw her because I'm like, oh my God, she's young, she's, she doesn't care
Yeah.
about her disability. And I was like, just
Oh
crying.
my gosh.
And yeah, that was my wake up moment
Yeah.
too.
Paula's great. She's a great
Yeah, I
advocate.
connected with her after that, and yeah, we have had chats, and so yeah, I love her.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I'm trying to think. Okay, I actually do have one more question. I try to keep this short, but I have one more. Because I feel like, so Blanca, you have a great sense of style, and we've all seen on the Cionic page like your photos at the Neural Sleeve, and you're wearing these like beautiful dresses, and I just think a lot about people in the community and like myself, who is also quite fashion conscious, as you know. Um, but I think that a lot of times with a disability, we feel like we can't engage or participate in these industries. I certainly felt that way because I'm like, clothes don't look or fit the same on me now as they did before because like my body's changed. And
Mm.
I wonder, because I feel like you're kind of an icon in this space, like what would you say, any tips for other people, maybe other neural sleeve users or customers, for how they can show their own sense of personality and style while still using their mobility aids and using that kind of like as a supplement to it?
Yeah. So I would say that first, look online for people with disabilities, similar to yours specific disability, and find out inspiration from them.
Mhm.
Seek any photos or any material out there that can get you inspired. Um, because that's what I did. I started seeing this young woman like wearing cute outfits and yeah, so I
You're like, why
started
can't I do that too?
yeah, I started doing that. And then yeah, I don't know, it was like a wake up call. I started dressing or wearing cute clothes that matched my personal personality, obviously.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I mean that like cute outfits, things that you like. But yeah, look for inspiration first, because if you don't have that like initial inspiration, it's hard. At least for me, I wouldn't have done it if I didn't look for inspiration.
I like that a lot, and I think I do the same thing too, or like get inspired by like a color or like a fabric, and I'm like, I want to wear something like that, and then
Mhm.
I find clothes that can like fit with my brace, or that can kind of work
Mhm.
together with that. And I think if you are interested in fashion, like don't let the fact that you have a mobility aid like limit you from participating in it. At least is how I feel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how I feel too, because it's I mean, fashion to me comes from an artistic side of me too, like
Mm,
trying to
yeah,
match
creative.
colors, trying to make sure that the color you're wearing is matches your skin color and
Mm,
things like that. I think I'm also passionate about fashion in general.
definitely.
Yeah, it doesn't my disability doesn't stop me. Um,
I love that. I think that's a great takeaway message from this. Um, and I know we're about to wrap up, but I wanted to see if there's any last things you want to say about or for Disability Pride Month or to the community, anything around disability, really, whatever you want to say at all.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that I would first thank everyone out there that has been, showing up and all the new disabled people that have been creating new accounts on Instagram and TikTok and showing their journeys or sharing their journeys. It's great to see that new people are joining our community,
Mhm.
and so special thank you to them and to the people that started before us. Also, thank you because they without them doing what they did, we wouldn't have the benefits that we have now. And yeah, there's still a lot of work to do, but yeah, I mean, count on me on anything that you or your community needs advice on that I can, help with. So
Thank
thank
you, Blanca. This has been a great conversation. Where can people find you or connect with you?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Adaptive MS Vibes. That's how you can find me, and just message me if you feel like I can help you or you can help me too. So
All
that's
right, that's you heard it. Adaptive MS vibes. I will say I am one of Blanca's followers on Instagram, and I love her content. So definitely recommend. But thank you, Blanca, for joining us for this discussion for Disability Pride Month. And good luck with your new move. I know you just moved houses, so congratulations. And
thank you.
have a great rest of the summer, and we'll talk to you later.
Thank you. You as well. Bye.